Is that a statement?
I don't think a statement. I think just wanting to come out and play, good basketball. They've been through a lot, the past couple weeks. TBT is really hard. You're managing professional guys in their off season. It's not their on season. So it's hard for them. We're respectful to what they've been through. It's hard to lose guys, and they've lost quite a few. They're a good group, and they certainly lost some really good players. And we weren't trying to do anything but play good basketball and be who we are and continue to get better.
Can you tell us a little bit about the challenge of kind of putting a group together and only having a few days when everyone's back in town? I mean, obviously you have a lot of returners from before, but still a challenge to put a group together and make them, cohesive right away.
We are at the luxury of these guys. A lot of them have played together, and then even the ones you haven't, like Mo plays at a really high level overseas. It's not like, we picked Mo up because he plays at the North Y. He knows how to play this game, so he fits in seamlessly. They pay him a lot of money to do that and to rebound and defend at a high level, so he's just himself. It is a challenge because you want to add structure, but you've only got, for us, that was 4 days to do so. So there's a balance there. You don't want to overload them to where they're having to think more than they're playing, but you want to give them something of a framework to play out of. It helps when they're as high of IQ as they are, though.
Kind of it's crazy to say this, but a little bit of a slow start on offense. Felt like the defense, though, really kind of gave that push to begin the game.
That's been who we have been since 2019. Is no matter if shots are falling out, we're going to bring it defensively, and we're going to let our defense be a catalyst for our offense. And then when both are going, we're really dangerous.
I've been talking to the fans tonight, and everybody is confused by this tournament format. How are you guys handling that? What's your?
We're grateful to be back. Maybe ideally it'd be the old format where you got 64 or 68 teams, whatever it was. But we're just grateful for the opportunity. We get to play for a $2 million prize, so we're not gonna act stuck up or pretentious about it. We have been given an opportunity by TBT to host. We're playing an opponent where we get a best of 3 series, which is unique. And then after this, if we're fortunate enough to get through this series, you have an in-state rivalry with KU or K-State. And that's, potentially Michael Beasley, Mario Chalmers on the other side. So, really good basketball. It hasn't changed that much. We're still going to have to win 5 or 6 games to win this whole thing. So, it's air conditioned in here. It was hot out today, man. Why wouldn't you want to come watch good basketball and watch Marcus Keene heat check from 45 feet?
So as long as you keep winning and keep playing here, is that the?
It would depend. So Louisville and Kentucky are higher in the pecking order than us. If one of those, if we would meet up with them, we would have to go there. If not, if we keep winning and Syracuse or Seton Hall comes out of kind of those 4 teams, we could continue to host. But obviously, we've got to take care of business first.
Mo, kind of an interesting dynamic for you, having played at Wichita State and New Mexico. Can you just kind of tell us about that experience and returning back here to Coke Arena?
It was great. Shout out those guys in Mexico. Had a great year there. Great people over there. But obviously, I played here for 4 years, and I consider both places home. But I had to make a good decision at the end of the day. Rock with ZB and his brother over there, Bryson Bush, and all those boys, and JR. And we have a good team over here, full of great pros, high IQ players. Marcus Keene, Mark McDuffie, Sean Kelly. All those boys play at a really high level overseas, so it was just a good choice just to come out here and just play with them and go for 2-0.
Does it bring you back, great memories and just walk back in this building?
Yeah, a lot of great memories, man. The long 4 years I did here, man, it was great. A lot of memories, so yeah.
You came out with an alley-oop right away. Was that kind of a statement to both sides? One for your guys, letting you know you're with them, and kind of telling your other boys at New Mexico that you're not with them.
Yeah, shout out ZB. He drew it up. He was like, we're going to run a live from Keene to me. So great pass from Keene, great job from ZB. So I was trying to make the play.
I can answer it. No statement. We just wanted to get him going and start the game. Simple.
Coach, I have a question about Corey Washington. He's your high scorer tonight. Maybe how do you feel like he was feeling coming into this? It's his first TBT game, and he's the high scorer for you guys.
Yeah, it was fun to see. You know guys loosely, and you build a relationship before they get here over the phone a little bit. But for me, it was really cool to see how excited he was to do this, and that was from the first conversation we had over the phone. It wasn't a please come play with us. It was as soon as we put the offer out there, it was like, as long as I can, I'm there. So just fun for him to be back in this environment. I know it's hard in this era when guys leave, but I think fans, you got to remember it's not personal. Some of these guys now in this NIL era are offered, it's life-changing money for some of them. For almost all of them to help themselves, their families. And so that's a hard decision. They may truly love where they're at, but like Mo's kind of talked about, at times it becomes a business decision. And it's just cool to see him back in here. He's a gamer. Dude loves to compete, and he just brings such a high energy for our group that was really needed.
Well, Marcus, you want to tell us a little bit about that 2-minute stretch? What was it? Four threes, kind of back to back to back.
To back,
Yeah.
I just I'm a scorer, so I see one, and if I see the second one go in, then I heat check, and the third one went in the fourth. But, my team got confidence in myself. We've been getting up shots the last 3-4 days, and I just felt good. I'm happy to be back from last year, so I just wanted to show the fans that we're ready and that we're trying to run it back again.
What's it like as a non-Wichita State guy to be embraced by the fans? You quickly become a favorite.
Yeah, I love it. Like I said in the other interview, growing up seeing how Wichita State was when they was winning all those games back in the day. It's just a fun atmosphere, and I love to play in front of a crowd and just do what I do best. And today I made some shots, and the crowd got me into it, and I just kept going.
Was there any doubt in your mind you're going to put up that fifth three?
Not at all. That's why they gave it back to me. I already knew.
Yeah.
As soon as I stepped, I wanted to shoot it from half, but I'm like, let's still be serious. So I took a little step.
I'd have pulled him out if he didn't shoot.
But no, I just, basketball is about entertainment as well as, playing the right way. So the fans come out and watch us, and, we just want to, have fun and shit and put on a show for them as well.
Zach, last year you had TBT vet and Marcus. This year adding QJ to the mix and their high value score. That was the dynamic kind of both in together.
Yeah, you can't, I don't think, have enough guys like that. And then when you add in that both, personality-wise, they're just such high-level people. They lift up this group with their energy. They're leaders when they're on the floor. When they're off the floor, they're the type of people that guys want to be around. So it just fits us perfectly. And then, you add in with QJ, another scoring threat. And beyond that, just another guy who knows how to play the game. That was evident from the first time he was on the floor with us. He takes the right shots. He's aggressive, and he's another paid-to-score guy. But he doesn't take a lot of bad ones. He's going to make the right play for the team. He's going to help guys on the bench stay engaged. So you can never have too many guns, I think, in your bag that are like that.
A couple days of rest. What happens between now and Thursday?
Yeah, a lot of rest. Stay fresh. Go look at film. See little ways that we can improve. Never too high, too low. Just watch it for what it is, and keep these guys ready for the next opportunity. Hopefully stay out of the sun, maybe get in the pool a little bit, as you can see by my forehead.
Is there any challenge in pretty solid win like this and refocusing, or are these guys just business as usual?
Yeah, I think business as usual. They're high level. You don't, it's so different. I'm a high school basketball coach, and I've got to demand certain things because they just don't know better. But when you get to the level that these guys are at, it's really helpful. It's not just me having to coach the group and ask all these things. He'll say things oftentimes before I ever have to. So they know what they're doing. They know how to take care of their bodies. They're already talking about, hey, let's go get treatment tomorrow, make sure we're fresh, ready to go. We don't take this for granted, and we know we're not going to walk out and just walk away with $2 million. We've got to go earn it. So we're ready for the challenge. Cool. Thank you, guys.